What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, doing all the YouTube things to make YouTube such a spectacular place. Moa here, and we are back. It's day 33 of the Magic the Gathering Arena free-to-play video series. And as you have undoubtedly already noticed, we have sound. Microphone issues seem to be fixed, at least for now, so that's good. For all of you telling me to just get a new microphone, the microphone was not the problem. It was working fine. I don't know, must be a settings thing. Every time my computer updates, it feels like my microphone doesn't work and it takes me a while to figure out what's going on, but whatever. We are back. That's the point. Thank you for watching, and let's get right into it. So today what we're going to do is we have to clear one of these non-750 quests, which is Sad Times. So I start by playing a little random blue-green, everyone's favorite deck, of course. And then after we clear that quest, we get into grinding the Platinum Ladder with our Izzet Overload deck. So thank you for watching. Let's get after it. So this opening hand, not great. Then again, it's random blue-green, so none of our opening hands are great, but it's hard to mulligan a hand with this much ramp in it, even though it doesn't really do anything. And we want to be up against spells, but of course we're immediately up against a creature deck. But if we draw something, we're going to have a lot of lands in play pretty soon. So if we draw something, maybe these negates will be good if they have something like, Skyclave, Maul of the Skyclaves. Alright, starting the ramp. Probably should have played... Yeah, I think I should have played Fertile Footsteps there to keep an untapped land for negate. Hopefully play this negate. I'm reading this. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to do. I'm going to need to draw something quickly. Against these flying creatures, alright. Can negate that, I guess. They should probably just negate what they get, but whatever, same thing, I suppose. Alright, well, drew a creature. One that can't block the ground creature, or their one ground creature. There we go, we got a flying creature. Still got negate up. Yeah, it's not going well. I'm gonna get overwhelmed if they have more enchantments. We do have negate for the next non-creature enchantment. There you go. Unfortunately, I have to negate that. That would actually be a pretty big beating right here. Alright, get in with your guy. Yeah, I mean, just nothing to do, so I guess we play the giant. Oh boy. I don't know what they have. Yeah, I'm clicking on it. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it did not go well. But it's random blue-green, and this happens a lot. Alright, this hand's fine. Obviously, you'd like some blue mana in your opening hand, but obviously we can find that, so... Alright, Fertile Footsteps into Island Opt. Opponent hasn't done anything. Black-white. So this is interesting, right? Play out my creature or not. It feels like they just are gonna have creatures a lot and not non-creature spells to negate. So, yeah, okay. So it's pretty close between leaving up Epiphany right and playing the big guy. But I guess playing the big guy is good because my plan was to negate their next thing or Sublime Epiphany copying it. So if I can, I'm like they're almost dead if I Sublime Epiphany copy bounce. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I can play my other creature and leave up Epiphany, and then they're just dead. Like, no matter what they play, right? Because I can animate the land, so yeah, we got him. Okay, interesting that I didn't Epiphany there. I drop Boon of the Wish, give her immediately, just fired off. I can't resist not drawing cards. Go get, yeah, Fractal Summoning. I feel like I had him dead, but decided to play with my food a little bit. And now it's kind of dangerous, right? Because I have a handful of creatures. And if you've watched enough of this video series, you see me lose to this guy that allows you to cast angels cheaper. You see me lose to this guy plenty. Old school Ray's dead from alpha days. Alright, let's play my 11-11. Yeah, okay, that's not going to happen. Alright, there we go. Alright, should have him now. I mean, I guess they're not technically dead, but... So they're 12, 12s, 25. I can actually... No, I can't, because I can just block. Alright, so I guess attack with the 2 giants and play a big Fractal Summoning. Or am I going with Long Rest? Let's see what they do. Okay, they take it. Take 1 attack anyway. Long rest to bring back the 2 counterspell seems reasonable. This card has been really fun. I like in the black-green control. Oh yeah, feels good. Did I not play a land that turn? Yeah, it doesn't do anything. That's fine. That's fine. Old school, raised dead. Yeah, I guess this is where I mean, you don't need to counter this, but obviously just win. Alright, got him. Give me the GGs, and we got one. Bang. Hit him for $1 million. Alright, so we cleared a blue-green quest, and now we are back about that grinding platinum life. With our 1 deck, blue-red, Is It Overload? Which is kind of getting a little stale. I shouldn't say kinda, but it's been a little stale for quite a while. But again, this is that, we've talked about this, right? This is that pain period where you just have to, right, up against goblins. This is just that pain period. We have no choice but to just grind with cards that just aren't adequate. But we'll get there. Once the next set comes out, I know I talk about this all the time. Once the next set comes out, we'll be able to draft it, and we'll be ready to go. It's infinite from there on. Okay, so anyway, the opening hand was fine. We're up against what looks like goblins. And we just have a bunch of removals, so the plan against decks like this is to just trade 1 for 1 with their resources and then drop a... If they can't do anything about it, drop a huge overload token. So yeah, we're 1 man away. You don't need your Kazul Spheres in this matchup. Alright. Interesting. Alright, that was interesting. I get Killer Battle Cry, Goblin. Dueling Rape. Was it Dueling Rapier? Or as they call it, almost Embercleave? Alright, so thinking about what to do here, starting with land. Yeah, I think just 2 tokens. With 6 mana, 2 tokens is fine. Buy back a Dual Strike, and then buy back a Blitz, yep. And then they're just dead. Sorry, they're not just dead. We don't have Kazil's Fury in hand. Alright. See if I foretell a Dual Strike here, just keep everything up. Yeah, you can use the blue to foretell Dual Strike, obviously, and then you've got 2 removal spells up, and they're just dead next turn. Alright, gathering for 3. Alright, there we go. Relatively easy win. Opponent didn't have too much pressure for a Goblin deck. Plus, we drew all our creatures' removal spells, so that worked out well. Okay, this opening hit is great. We have a couple ops to help fill the graveyard, get us where we need to be, and then removal in the form of Frostbite, which looks like it's not going to be great because it looks like we're up against blue-black. So maybe Dimir Control, maybe Rogues, maybe some mill strategy. Okay, so now 3 color. All right. So you immediately think Sultai Ultimatum when you see this start. Briefly consider shocking there, but yeah, I think this is best just to discard shock to seize the spoils. Okay, so they have Dismal Backwater, so this maybe is like a budget ultimatum deck. Valky, okay. So now the jig is up, kind of, in that they can see what we're going to be trying to do. Valky obviously not good against us. I think I should have played the red land and then shocked or frostbite that. It's only going to cost you 2 damage. Isn't going to probably affect the game either way, but Binding of the Old Gods, kill your token, which works out great. So that worked out well. Worked out the same, I guess. I think this is reasonable. They're going to have Extinction Event a lot of times, but I think this is reasonable because I have another one in hand. They're just going to untap an Extinction Event or, what is it, Shadow's Verdict do so often, but it's worth a shot because they're dead if they don't have a mass removal spell here. And of course they do, because they always do. Alright, refill the hand. Say it's going well. They don't tend to run a lot of counters. May have to set them up for the 1-turn kill. Would actually like to draw my 3rd. Experimental Overload here. Alright, so seize the spoils, discarding Island Shore. Thinking about it, because you want to hit land drops, obviously, so you can get to the point where you can one-shot them. But you know, you're very likely to draw a land. Alright, so foretell Dual Strike. Okay, it's going well. And Dual Strike into 2 Cathartic Reunions here if I want next turn. Let's see where we're at. Let's see what they're playing. Okay, another dual strike. Interesting. Makes me wanna... Yeah, that's fine. Buy Zerta and then just foretell it. I think he may go for something there, like a double Cathartic Reunion. But when you draw a second dual strike, probably best to set it aside. Okay, they play Yorion. So now they tap pretty low, so now's our chance to get him. Right, so thinking about what to do. I think the correct play is to go for it here. We don't have counter backup. But they tend to not run like a test of talents or whatever, so... Let's get rid of the shock first. Then I go for experimental overload, and... Bang, got me. I mean, they shouldn't be running that card, but they have it, and we have no backup, so that's game. No other way to win. Sigh. So that was a pretty interesting spot, right? I think going for it there is fine. I don't know if opponent played brilliantly, like tapped out for Yorion, thinking that I would go for it so they could test the talents me, or just didn't care because they had up tested talents. I'm not sure if I got outplayed there or whatever, but I think going for it there is fine. I probably should have copied it so I went with double experimental overload first and then bought back that one, but either way it wasn't going to matter because they had tested talents for me. So, all right, let's get back at it. Opening hand here is fine. Got that one shock, which helps quite a bit. Got opt, and then can always pitch stuff to... Opponent leads on. Swamp can always pitch stuff to Cathartic Reunion when you find out what's good and what isn't. Alright. See, opponent does nothing. Alright, buys back. So opponent leads... Their companion is Luris, and then they don't play any creatures for any amount of turns. So... For the first 3 turns. So that's strange. I just buy Luris, but whatever. Yeah, can't discard Shock. There, cannot do that, obviously, against a deck that figures to have small creatures, though we haven't seen any yet. Okay, this is weird. So when they play Luris on 4 and leave that up, they always have that stupid. It's at the very least. It's that one that brings the creature back when it dies, but it's at the very least village rights. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right. So weird. I don't know what opponent's up to. If they just have like spells, maybe they're waiting on that enchantment. Remove the enchantment guy that draws a card when creature with enchantment dies. Maybe they're waiting on that. I'm not sure. Buy back Zerta. Really had nothing else to do. There we go. Found a use for Zerta. Joke never gets old. Alright. I set him up for what should be an easy kill. They could have disruption through from hand, through hand disruption discard. Let's see what they have. Play nothing. Okay, I mean, kind of making it easy for me in that they're just not playing anything. I should have used... Why didn't I use 2 blue to foretell that? I don't understand why the tapper can't... Well, I guess tapper can't figure that out. Alright. So I take the damage because I'm in no danger of dying, and I want to see what else they'll play. Alright, village rights, fine. Get your little play where you get me. Alright. So yeah, Test of Talents seems great. Test of Talents against these decks is actually fine because they will have creature removal of some sort. So whenever you play it, it feels like they always have that, like, Heartless Act immediately. So this will help, and it helps you see their hand, of course. Alright. Shock them. Frostbite your guy. Why am I not... Okay, don't understand... Oh, never mind, because they're just dead. Alright. So, this is interesting, because I don't have... This is interesting, because... Alright, that was weird. So I didn't have Test of Talents up. I'm not sure why I did that. I mean, I know why I did that, but the thing is, like, if they have an instant speed creature removed, my whole plan is gone and I have nothing to rebuild. Though I'm not in any immediate life total danger, so maybe that's correct, but wow. I'm not sure about playing that like that. But oh well. All's well that ends well, right? Let's move on. I do mention this in almost every video where you're going back and watching your plays and you're like, wow, some stuff you didn't see the first time you clearly see now, and vice versa. And you wonder sometimes why you played a certain thing that way, what you were thinking. And disclaimer, I lost all the audio from all these recordings, so I have to re-record them with voiceover. So when I'm doing this 3 weeks later or so, it's tough to remember sometimes what exactly was going on. Anyway, here we go, back at it. This opening hand is perfect. Though no removal, and I've said multiple times in games, opening hands like this, where I'm like, oh, this hand is perfect because it has card draw and filtering, but then I just added a creature rush. So double op should certainly help me find creature removal should I need it. So I start with red-black. Temple, interesting. Kazil's Fury, do I want it? Nah, it's fine. Alright, so as long as they don't make me discard. Alright, another up. Okay, that's interesting. I think, yeah. So I think my plan clearly changes there to foretell Dual Strike. Also, I think playing Kazil's Fury is fine. Tapped. Alright, Hushbringer. So, okay, so we know what this is going to be. When you see Hushbringer... Yeah, when you see Hushbringer, you have to shock that immediately. When you see Mardu colors with Hushbringer, it's... Oh, okay, never mind. I was like, why did I do that? But I can just shock it afterwards. So if you've never seen this move, it's the Hushbringer into Kroxa deck, and they don't have to... They just get a 2/2, 6/6. 2 mana, 6/6. Yeah, see? That's what the plan was. If that Hushbringer was in play, they don't have to sacrifice Kroxa. If you've never seen that move, I've lost that a few times. That's Mardu. When you see Mardu colors turn to Hushbringer, that's what you have to be aware of. So that's why it's immediate shock. Though generally Hushbringer, obviously by itself, does nothing against us. Alright. Setting up with Experimental Overload. I think I want Cathartic Reunion here for sure. Well, I mean, I guess that's the only clear play. By Zerta, fine. So we'll see how this is going to play out. This is interesting, right? So, all right. It's interesting what they're doing, right? Because they're not really pressuring us with creatures. I mean, they're trying to, but don't really have much. Didn't shock that. That's interesting. I mean, didn't blitz that. Wonder why I didn't do that. Alright, Bone Crusher Giant. Don't care. Hushbringer. Now, do I care about shocking this one? Yeah, interesting. So they're hitting me for 3, and I'm scared of the Hushbringer. I think this is pretty clear, yeah. Cathartic Reunion, Discarding Reunion, and Kazil's Fury. Yeah, it's pretty clear play, I think. Alright, perfect. Dual Strike. Okay, so just instead of setting it aside, just go for it here. Okay. So if they don't have anything, they're dead. Frequently, they will have some removal. They have 3 cards in hand. What is that? I've never seen that card before. Alright, so yeah, they're dead. Alright, got him. And that's going to be it. That's our 4 wins. Had to mess around a little bit, random blue-green, but other than that, I think the blue-red overload deck did pretty well today. So thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. This is 33 straight days of posting a video. So, it means a lot to me, the people that watch, leave comments. We're building subscribers. And just thank you for everything. And I want you to know that I appreciate it, and I tend to respond to all comments and emails and stuff like that. So I will be back tomorrow with day 34. All right, everybody. Thanks again. Bye.